fresh homemade pasta. Now I've experimented with this, and you can do it with just normal plain flour, although you're better to get a pasta flour or use a strong bread flour for this, but it worked fine with plain flour. It's all I've got left. So I've got 300 grams of plain flour in my bowl, and I'm just going to add a little bit of salt to that. Now make a well in the centre. Now you can do this straight onto your work surface, but it's probably a bit less messy if you do it in a bowl. So make a well, and I've got 3 eggs here, 300 grams of flour and 3 eggs. So for every 100 grams of flour you need 1 egg. And I'm just going to pop the eggs in like that. I'm also going to add a little glug of olive oil. You can add it or not, it really doesn't make an awful lot of difference, but I'm just going to add it, it'll give a bit more flavour. And then take a fork and gradually work the flour into your eggs. So I'm going to show you a couple of sauces to go with this pasta. And obviously you can just use shop bought pasta, but it's quite fun to make your own. Some of you have maybe got a pasta machine, which is really good for rolling it out, but if not, you can do it by hand. It's just a bit harder work. Once you see it starting to come together, oops, like that, then you're just going to get your hands in and squeeze it together. There's still some loose flour there, but we might not need all that, so just put that to side just now. And then you're going to need it for about 10 minutes, same as when we did the bread. You're really wanting to work this till you get a nice soft elasticy dough. So you're going to carry on with this until you get your dough nice and smooth. If it's a wee bit sticky, bring in some of that loose flour and just work it in. You don't want it to be too dry and crumbly. Right, so once you get it quite smooth, if you cut it in half and have a look, you'll see, is there any bits of flour that you've not quite mixed in yet? So I've got a few holes there, so I'm going to carry on kneading it for a bit longer, but you'll see I've got rid of this excess flour because it's quite dry and it's not sticking to the table. Right, now I'm happy with that. Once you get it nice and smooth, just get some cling film. And this is really important that you leave it to rest for about half an hour before you use it. So pop it into your cling film, get it nice and tight, or you could put it in a plastic bag. And then I'm going to just pop that in the fridge now for about half an hour. Right, so while the pasta's busy resting in the fridge, I'm going to show you a couple of quick sauces. The first one is a quick tomato sauce. Now, just whatever vegetables you've got kicking about the fridge is fine. I tend to use 1 carrot, a bit of celery and a small onion and a piece of garlic. I've already washed the celery, so just top and tail your celery. Carrot I've washed and peeled, and we're just going to top and tail that as well. And then what you want to do is just cut everything up fairly small. Now I'm going to blend this sauce, so it doesn't have to be too precise, but obviously we want them to all cook to the same time, so roughly the same size. Carrot, remember, cut a strip off and then all always work on the biggest flat side. And then we're just going to bundle up our sticks. And then small onion, I've left the root on, we're going to cut it in half down through the root. And then we're just going to cut down that way. And as I say, it doesn't have to be too finely diced because I'm going to blend it with my hand blender. But you could leave it chunky if you want. Right, the garlic, just remove that papery skin. And then press down. If you've got a garlic crusher, fine. If not, just squash it down. Give it a chop. And then tip of the fingers on the end of the knife and just squash that into your chopping board. You can put a little bit of salt in here, which gives it a bit more purchase so you can crush it easier, and it also adds flavour. Right, so that's my vegetables all done. Now I have heated up about a tablespoon of olive oil in my saucepan, so I'm just going to pop these straight in the pan. And I'm just going to put the lid on and just sweat that down for 5-10 minutes to get it nice and soft, and it starts to release all the flavours in the vegetables before we're going to add a tin of tomatoes, some vegetable stock. Now I like this bouillon, or bouillon, I'm not quite sure how you say it, it's French, or just a vegetable stock cube. Probably half a stock cube would be enough, otherwise it might be a bit salty. So I'm just going to add a teaspoon of this to my vegetables. That's the vegetables sweated down for 5-10 minutes. I'm now going to add about a tablespoon of tomato puree. And then just give that a mix in, pop that on the heat. Fry off the tomato puree just for about 30 seconds before you add your other ingredients. Now I'm going to add 1 tin of chopped tomatoes. I'm going to add a pinch of sugar. Now I know that sounds weird, but everything with tomatoes in it is better if you've got just a pinch of sugar in there. It takes away the acidic flavour of the tomatoes. And a lot of your tomato sauces that you buy have got loads of sugar in, so at least by making your own you can control the amount of sugar. And then I'm going to add some dried mixed herbs, just a pinch. And I'm also going to fill this can up with water, maybe fill it up, but maybe you won't need it all. Add half to begin with and then just see how it goes. You might need to add an extra bit. I'm just going to add half a tin of water, and I'm just going to keep that aside because I might need it. Now give it a stir, then lid on the pan, turn it up to the highest heat so it comes to the boil, and then once it's boiling, turn that down to simmer for about 20 to 25 minutes until your carrots are nice and soft. Right, so while the tomato sauce is simmering away, I'm going to show you a quick cream of mushroom and bacon sauce. You can add what you like. If you don't like mushrooms, just miss them out. Substitute for something else. So I'm going to finely dice 1 onion. It's quite a small onion. Now this is kind of like a tagliatelle carbonara that I'm going to do. A lot of Italian chefs would get really upset if you called this a carbonara, because traditionally a carbonara doesn't have any cream in it, it's just eggs, and I'm not going to add eggs to this, I'm just going to do the cream. So the tomato sauce is a healthy one, this is not really a healthy one. Okay, it's got some vegetables in it. So finely dice your onion, just slice your mushrooms. Now I've already washed these mushrooms, cleaned them. You can clean them however you like, you can wash them or you can just wipe them with a paper towel. And then again I'm just going to crush the garlic. Now I've not crushed that garlic too fine because I quite like not huge big chunks but bigger chunks. Now I'm just going to pop them into the pan. I've got a wok on here with a tablespoon of oil in, and I'm just going to put these in and saute these vegetables. Now I've cut the vegetables first, but now I'm going to cut some bacon. I don't need to wash the board in between because I've prepped the vegetables first. And we don't really need to worry about cross-contamination because it's all going to be getting cooked together. Cross-contamination is really important. If you were doing, say, cutting meat and then cutting some salad, it wasn't going to be getting cooked. This is just all going to go in the pan. I've got 3 rashers of bacon here. You could add more or less depending on what you like and how much you've got. And obviously at this time of quarantine we need to be quite imaginative with what we're So once your bacon and your vegetables have sautéed for a few minutes and you've got a nice colour on your bacon, we're now going to add some cream. Now again, you don't have to measure it accurately. I've just added about half a tub of double cream. And I'm going to add some freshly ground salt and pepper. You won't need a lot of salt. That bacon I've used is smoked bacon, which is quite salty anyway. And remember, we're trying to cut down on our salt intake, so just be very careful. You can always taste it later and add a bit more if you need it. I'm just going to let that simmer just for a couple of minutes till that cream thickens up, but that's not going to take long at all. Just check on the sauce, that's fine. So turn that down, simmer a couple of minutes, and that will be your 2 sauces nearly done. So here's our 2 sauces, our smooth red tomato sauce with herbs and our creamy bacon and mushroom sauce. And that's then ready to go later once we get our pasta ready. Now, our pasta's been chilling in the fridge for about half an hour, so now we're ready to roll it out. Now if you happen to have a pasta maker like this one here, you might well have one stuffed away at the back of a cupboard. It's the kind of thing people bought a few years ago and then shoved them in the cupboard and never used them. So now's your chance to get it out and give it a dust down. If not, don't worry, you can do it all by hand. So I'm going to put a little bit of flour on the table just to stop it sticking. I'm going to cut it into 4. Now this, as I say, this was the 300 grams of flour with 3 eggs. But you could make 200 grams of 2 eggs, just depending on how many people are in your family. This will serve about 4 to 6 people, depending on your appetite. I think it's plenty for 6 people. So I'm going to take one section and just roll that out. So just kind of squash it down into a bit of a rectangle. And then again, floury rolling pin. Turn it in the flour just to make sure it's not sticking to the table. Now you want to get it quite thin. Now they used to say it had to be thin enough to see through. I don't think it needs to be quite that thin. going to give it one stir to make sure it's all separated in the water. And then I've got my 2 sauces, which I'm now going to warm through, ready just to drop the pasta in. So I'm going to put the timer on, because really 4 minutes is probably long enough, but you'll see it all starting to float to the top when it's ready. Right, so that's the pasta. I had about 4 minutes. I should have said, make sure you keep it on a rolling boil, that stops it all sticking together. And remember, always cook your pasta with the lid off. Now I'm going to turn the heat off. Now you could use a colander to drain it, but I find that quite heavy to lift that across to the sink. So all I'm going to do is I'm just going to take my sauce, which I'll keep it through, and again don't forget to taste for seasoning. And then I'm just going to take some of the tagliatelle out of the water. Now don't worry if you get some of the cooking water into the sauce, that just makes it better. So I'm just going to add a few spoonfuls and then just coat that in your sauce. And then finally a little bit of grated Parmesan cheese on the top to taste. Same with the tomato sauce, pasta. I've got my sauce here, and I'm just going to drain some out and put it into there.